Alright. What's going on, guys? It's 7th, and here we go. I'm gonna try to get back into this YouTube thing, But here it is. This is what it is. I want to talk about the Pro. Now, before Sony came out, with their press conference, I already told you I was gonna make a video. Well, here's that video, and the idea is this is what I expect out of the PlayStation 4 Pro, or as being an owner of the PlayStation 4 Pro. This is what I'm going to expect out of Sony. So let's get right to it, right? First off, the PlayStation Pro comes out, right? It comes out on November 10th, I believe. It's for $400 US, and it's from a console perspective, it's really not bad. It shows not only does it show a good amount of potential of what can come in the future. There are some of Sony's first party devs. I believe it's Guerrilla Games. I think they were the ones that stated it, that going from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 4 Pro is like PS2 to PS3. So, and even if that analogy is off a little bit, it's still good to know that that's what's going to be coming. But again, that's just the graphical power, that's just the hardware. Well, what I'm talking about, what I want to expect out of the Pro, the PlayStation 4 Pro, is more of the small and the simple features, right? Let's say we know Sony's an entertainment company, so obviously they have movies. There are a bunch of movies on the PlayStation 4, right? Or on the PlayStation Store. Now, being how really only Netflix and YouTube are going to be the biggest 4K supporters when the Pro comes out, my thing is that Sony also, within like the first 6 months to a year, they need to definitely upgrade their services for people who have the PlayStation 4 Pro. And what I mean is okay, if I'm correct, there should be movies that have HDR in it, right? Well, all PlayStation 4s have the update, or are getting the update, where HDR is available through your PlayStation. So like I said, obviously there's movies that need it. So Sony, being how they have a my video selection, I'm pretty sure it is right on the PlayStation 4 dashboard, and that's where you can watch your movies and whatnot. You can rent movies, you can watch them. Well, again, Sony, I feel, needs to also support that. Now, I don't know for sure if they will. I'm just going off the top of the head. I haven't done my research about it. But again, though, Sony needs to have their own source of 4K playback via the streaming. Sony is obviously moving more towards the streaming side of things, compared to Microsoft with their Xbox consoles. Regardless of how the Slim or the Scorpio is, they do have the Blu-ray drive in it, the Ultra Blu-ray drive in it. And again, Sony opted not to put that in there. So what they need to do is support it via the only way they can, which is, like I said, streaming wise. And it's not just movies. I'm pretty sure that there is a I don't want to say like an Ultra HD sound, but there's something to do with it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've heard it around some of the little rumors and articles I've been reading sometimes. But again, though, my point is basically mainly it's just like movies. I want to see Sony support 4K that way. Again, even if they can't do it, with the hardware, you got to do it with the stream, because again, the drive's not in there. But again, there's other things that Sony needs to do, like who exactly did they make the Pro for? I'm not going to touch too much into this. I'm going to do that in another video. But again, though, like, the Pro obviously won't handle. I don't think the Pro is going to be strong enough to handle all games, or majority games, even at native 4K. That's what the rumors are. I'm not trying to believe it. I want to wait till the console come out. But again, though, this is what I expect out of the Pro, is that, okay, fine, even if it's not 4K, natively, I still expect that when the games come, I don't feel that there should be any 30 frame per second games at all. regardless of what CPU or GPUs in the in the Pro, I feel like there shouldn't even be a mode. Now I understand with Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider has its own 1080p 30 frames per second basically maxed out mode, and it's not everything's max, but that's about as close to max as you're gonna get is with 1080p 30. And that again, even if it does make the game look glorified, I still don't think it should be there. I would much rather it have just been 1080p 60. But that's when you get into such a specific, that's when you're talking about you might as well just get a PC, because you really can't be specific with consoles, because Sony and Microsoft, they make an equivalent of a 2 to 3 year little gaming machine to hold on to, maybe about 3 to 4 year. I ain't gonna say 2 to 3, maybe about 3 to 4 year gaming machine equivalent that's strong enough to, handle the games that are gonna come out for an extended period of time without the necessary need of upgrading. But this time they're switching it up. That's why we got the Pro, aka a refresh. But either way, I feel like I said, Sony needs to support it media-wise with 4K. Only because of the fact that, again, they are an entertainment company. I don't want to. I'm pretty sure when you watch a video or watch the movies, again, I don't watch movies. I'm talking. That's majority of what the topic is. But I'm just saying that this is how I want Sony to support. I'm using movies as an example. Like I said, I just want Sony to support the gaming console, other than just saying, okay, here you go with an overall average 4K upscaled or even average 4K native game console. Here you go, just keep that and be happy with it. No. I want them, I don't want them to slack. I don't want them to say, okay, well, here's a bone, you don't get no meat. Nah, bitch, I want the whole steak, I want it all. And again, like I said, Sony, this will be a work in progress thing. They just upped the price of PlayStation Plus. So, obviously, I would hope that Sony would put that money not just into the PlayStation Network servers. That's like also PS Now. I feel like PS Now should also, everything as a pro owner, every service you use, if it's not 4K native, everything should get, even if it's streaming, I feel it should all get a boost as being a PlayStation 4 Pro owner, And again, that's, like I said, that's another thing that I expect. I don't use PlayStation Now, but I've definitely been considering, just spending the $45 or whatever the 3-month pass, and just go ahead and just buy that, just hang on to some of the old games, because there are some old games I'd rather play. There's some Final Fantasies on there I want to play. I'm like, there are good games on PlayStation Now that are interesting. But again, though, when I get the Pro, see, the reason I don't want to play PlayStation Now is not because of the price. It's because I just don't like the way the games look and feel. So again, when the Pro comes, even if PlayStation Now isn't based off the console, because it's based off the streaming service that Sony's providing. So even if they just upgrade their service, their hardware, their systems, that's fine. But I just want that on PlayStation Now as a Pro owner. I want it to be everything upgraded. That's all I'm saying. Everything on the PlayStation Pro, any service, first party, third, fourth, fifth, eighth, ninth, I don't care which stage they're at, Sony needs to put extra backing into this Pro, besides just saying, okay, well, you got a Pro console, we guarantee you're gonna get better games, but other than that, we're not fucking with you. You see what I'm saying? I feel like Sony definitely needs to show us more than just games. And this is what I'm expecting out of, the first 6 months of the year. But anyway, I'm getting a Pro day one. Let me know in the comments, like, subscribe. What are your thoughts? What are you expecting out of the Pro? You want everything 4K native, 60, 120 frames per second? Nah, it ain't happening. But you get what I'm saying. Let me know in the comments. Alright, I'm out. Deuce.